from the UCLA campus and inside Easton Stadium, a huge two-game Big Ten series. Number 9 UCLA hosting number 21 Ohio State. Alongside All-American Charlize Palacios, I'm Darren Preston. Thanks for joining us. Players on their roster, they have a good contingent off that first base bag.
I'm excited to see if these California girls are excited to be back in this weather, excited to play close to home. We got some families showing up to today's game, so I'm sure they're excited to play.
And here is Buick. And Buick sends a high fly ball deep to left center, and the first thing she sees, never a doubt about it. And this team can send them out very often, very quickly, as they have done tonight.
And this is what we expected, Darren. We expected them to come out swinging. She knew what she was looking for. She came out against Caitlin Terry and knew she wanted something that was a little elevated, probably on the inner half, and just puts a healthy swing to it. That's what you're going to see from this Buckeyes lineup. You're going to see powerful swings. You're going to see them hacking big, and they're not going to be fearless to go and swing, take 3 healthy, good cuts up at the plate. Runs now after that home run, and they're leading the nation in that number right there.
Corda cracks a chopper right in front of Terry and kind of has to hurry, makes a nice turn and fires to Grant. 2 down. 3-0 here to Burns out of Menifee. Less than 100 miles away, and there's a towering fly ball, and that's going to be well over the scoreboard in left center. 2 solo home runs for Ohio State to get the series started.
And the home runs are all too familiar for Ohio State. They look like they're swinging so confidently, but they're swinging almost as if they're swinging in batting practice, so confident and just like they're comfortable swinging the long ball and just putting all their power. They have so much lower half power, and just this is who we expected to hit a home run right here in this situation.
3-0 count. Incredible.
Handle herself, but it's always nice to just have that little pause and a little break in the momentum.
Threw a fastball there to run the count full and throws another one, swing and a miss, and let's see if that's a confidence booster going into her second inning. 2 solo home runs for Ohio State's Clements, the former All-Everything Cal Poly Mustang, now in her senior season, hitting .389. She drives one in right center field. This is going to be up against the wall. Clements, it's going to be held to a long single. Well, all time to get to 200. 1-1 on the way, popped up. This is going to be middle infield. That'll be the shortstop.
Mound, and she was fearless and has really settled into the poise that she wants to bring every single time she's playing.
Well, could be 2 for Ohio State. It is 6-4-3 double play for the Buckeyes, and the
can either pitch around or bait them and tunnel pitches that look like what they're looking for. So I know that she did a lot of game planning after that first inning and is going to attack them a little differently in this inning.
Now the 1-1 pitch, a little.
Your team is so assuring for the batters at the top, and also knowing that it doesn't drop off at the end of your lineup.
Saw that little note there, 20 straight on base streak, but Caitlin Terry certainly wins that battle. She had 2 and got the victory, her 13th. 1-1, that's hit in the air deep to left. Could be trouble. It is. This one's going to bounce right up against the wall, and a stand-up double for Limon.
That had a ton of pop off of her bat the instant that she hit it, and it seemed like Riley, you don't want to give the Buckeyes anything that they don't deserve or don't earn. So being able to keep her at second base is big.
Swing and a miss there. Another ball that dropped, came inside, and a couple of strikeouts on that same pitch. So
not one of the top runners, but now is just really feeling herself, locked into her mechanics and her mindset.
Now there's a towering fly ball, though a couple of steps backwards and kind of finding the softball nicely for the.
And that you just want to pick up the bat and get in the box, put on your uniform. This is just the games that you live for as a player, because these are the ones that are the most action-filled.
Now there's Riley Slimp. First thing she sees, sends a chopper right up the middle. Good for a base hit. Riley
said, let me start it off with a base hit. Let's get someone on base. Let's take a deep breath, and then we'll let every other person get what they need.
Yeah, right there, Kanaya Bragg is hit.
Plate either. She's pretty well off the plate, and it just seems like the ball always finds her.
There's a sharp ground ball that gets through in the left field. They're going to load them up, UCLA will. Tough chance there for Quartercracks at shortstop. So number 8 hitting DP, who has seen minimal time, 3-0 pitch, and on 4 pitches, wow. Alexis Ramirez, a base on balls that brings in the first Bruin run. Close the series. Every Big Ten team playing a 2-game set at one point or another. There is a deep fly ball into left center, and that thing is really carrying for a grand slam by Caitlin Terry. Didn't think it would be a home run off the bat at all.
I thought it was carrying, and she hit it hard, and that's her first career. Was not able to get what she wanted out of that first inning, but comes back and says, Bruins, I got you. I see what you're saying. It did have a really high launch angle, but she just has so much power and so much pop. She knew what she was looking for and got it out of that swing.
A lot of height, but the way that thing just kept carrying, I thought, behind Boutte for the Buckeyes this year. The 0-2 on the way. That's driven on the ground the other way. And this will be a 6-3 putout for the second out. Quartercracks to Milliken. Winning all 3 at Maryland. Fly ball center field. A slow start. And this time it costs Lamone. She keeps on going. Pola slides in a third. Nobody's covering the bag. Even didn't have to slide, but she does. And
she didn't have a really great angle to see where the ball was going, but like you said, very slow start. Did not attack it with, didn't seem like the same attack that she should have had at the beginning of her route, but Savvy takes third base on that and is able to get them just 60 feet away from another.
199 for her in her 4th triple of the year. 3-0 pitch, and on 4 pitches, Woolery draws a walk. Keep the inning going. Is really good too. 3-1. That we know is out of the park. Fair or foul? It's fair. It's a home run for Megan Grant, and UCLA builds on its lead. 16th of the year.
And it was a towering one. That one landed in the top layer of the tree. Entire lineup now back up to Riley Slim.
Yeah, that one was elevated right in the wheelhouse of Megan Grant. RBIs 51, 52, and 53. I've said this a long time, Charlize. One of the amazing things about this program, who had that chopper up the middle for a hit, her first at bat, 1-1 on the way. That is a check swing. This might get through, and didn't necessarily get through, but go ahead and give an infield single to Slim. She's 2 for 2. And Kay winds up, and the 1-2 on the way. That is a little looper, and that is going to be over the head of Quartercracks. And Bragg will take second.
Of the long ball, but I would love to see her just continue to work on her process and get, maybe in a next step back, get some outcome on that.
Well, the Bruins will strand 2. However, I believe the damage has been done. 8 runs on 7 hits.
Know that everyone can get it done throughout their lineup. They are stacked, and they have just really good offense for them.
Yeah, that's a high fly ball deep in the left. Not much room out there. Can't go further back, Slim. And she has it just a step or two in my roster, just a couple of seniors and 1 grad student. So they're going to be really good many years to come. Sharp ground ball, and that's going to take a bad hop on Bragg. And the ball sliced the other way out to right. And that'll be hauled in by Liesl Osteen for the second out.
Means go sign, and they are all on go, foot on the gas. They're ready to step in that box.
And swinging away there, and that's going to be another long ball for Jasmine Burns. Off the scoreboard, a 2-run shot, 8-4, her second home run tonight in her first 2 appearances. Give her 17 on the year.
2 home runs in 1 game, and now they're just 4 runs away. You see a beautiful swing from Jasmine Burns, just very clean. If you want to see a clean, healthy swing, you need to study up on Jasmine Burns because her swing just elevates the ball so beautifully. She gets inside the pitch, and she's telling Ohio State, come on, guys, let's go. Let's fire up.
Almost hit her name on the scoreboard.
And has a strikeout to walk ratio of 5-1. So not.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, just not a lot of differentials there, but you do see that Caitlin Terry has been able to get some strikeouts against these Buckeyes.
Fast worker she is, right back at it. Towering fly ball again, and this one just keeps on going off the top of the wall. This will be 8-5 at the very least. Let's see if they try to wave in another. The throw to the plate, and Ohio State will have to settle for 1. Great throw in, and he just kept waving. So let's see.
She set up perfectly right there.
Yeah.
She's giving her a lane.
Right there when she takes her step to the left. But
yeah, she already.
And the call stands at the plate. Mujica did nothing wrong. But again, they manufacture. There's a bouncing ball on 2 hops. Scooped up, quarter cracks over to first. Fly ball, kind of shallow out there and right for the routine play, second out. Oh, hard ball, hard ground ball down to short, and that is going to be booted out to center field. Quarter crack says the only thing in question was the speed of the ball. That's driven, and a dive, and not able to make the play, Lamone. Bruins will have them on the corners with 2 outs.
Deep breath, resetting and getting ready to see a strike.
Clements and Polo, the base runners, the 3-1 to Woolery, and nice patient hitting there. 5-6 hole, sending one in the left field. Jordan Woolery, an RBI, brings in Jessica Clements, and that's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah, not expecting this much run scoring going on, but from these 2 ball teams, you're expecting it. These squads have proven they can hit the ball. They can.
On the grand slam from Caitlin Terry. A little flare and backpedaling a few steps. Quarter cracks will bring it in. And the Bruins will settle for the 1 run on the RBI by Jordan Woolery. Score Clements. 9-5 Bruins after 3.
Close. I'd like to see Caitlin Terry throw a changeup here.
And the 3-2 swing and a miss.
Or a
big
drop
time
ball.
Pitch. Oh, she's had 3 strikeouts just like that. She's got 4 on the evening. Swing and a miss. A little more heat there as well. 5 strikeouts, Caitlin Terry.
A few times, so she's changing up the combinations. Got to pay some respect to Coach Kelly Inouye Perez, who's calling pitches, so doing a really good job of just changing it up.
And Kanaya Bragg hauls that one in. A very quick top of the 4th, halfway through regulation. Mujica to follow in the Bruin 4th, leading by 4. Third Buckeye pitcher. Bouncing ball to the left-hand side, throw across, and just does get slim.
She made that so close, right? She was able to leg that out.
There's a high fly ball, deep to center, it's over the wall. Kanaya Bragg, home run number 6. Second hit of the night for her. Bruins have put 10 on the board.
Dotted it right in center field. Just got her hands right to an elevated pitch and watched it fly.
Well, as expected, getting our share of not only hits and runs scored, but long balls. We've had a handful tonight. of home run balls combined by each of these two teams, who again rank in the top 10 in the country.
Into game 2, having the Bruins knowing that they've seen every single one of their pitchers and their staff.
Mujica strikes out. Starting right fielder. Trying to drag a bunt down, a running start, and draws a walk out of it. So the inning continues on a walk.
We've said and we've seen in this game to get people on for those big moments. It's not just solo home runs that we're seeing. We're seeing home runs with 2 or more RBIs brought in.
Payoff, strike 3. And I think number 55 out there playing extremely well. That's Connecticut, and of course, incredible powerhouse that they are. And there's the first pitch to Parisian to start the 5th inning. Ripped up to center field, base hit, but regardless, kudos. 1 on, nobody out in the 5th. Bruins by 5, and now the Buckeyes will have 2 on and nobody out. And it was coming up next. Jasmine Burns, 3-1. And Jasmine Burns will be up there with the bases loaded and nobody out. Just their 2nd and 1 game of the year. 2-1 pitch is a fly ball deep to right center. It is carrying, but right at the wall it dies. It is hauled in. It's going to be good for a sacrifice fly.
And that very moment, she got a good swing on it, just a little underneath it, and was not able to get it out of the park like I'm sure she wanted, but definitely looked like it was carrying a little bit, and they were able to find it.
I think the balls are carrying big time tonight. On the road this week with 6 runs batted in now.
Yeah, since she's come back to her home state, California, she's feeling it.
Yep, 0-2, got her looking, a big strikeout. Payoff pitch, got her looking. Well, a couple of more big strikeouts in the inning for Caitlin Terry, and the damage is minimal. And the first pitch to Clements is going to be over the head of Parisian, up against the wall, standing up with a double. Jessica Clements.
Her last step out to the shortstop, and now comes up and just caps off on top of the left fielder there and does a really good job of legging out a double.
You know, a tremendous pickup for this fair amount has happened since then. Ohio State has put 4 on the board. Bruins a couple of runs. The bunt is down. Everybody going to be safe. And Pola's going to be going to second. Nobody's covering the bag. No throw. Pola just keeps on going.
These are not competitive.
Yeah, exactly. It's just what I was going to say. Gerhardt hasn't been close. So you got to get something you like here, and got nothing good at all there. So the bases are loaded.
Almost going to leave the yard, so.
The Buckeyes, of course, bringing their infield in. The 0-1, that's a high fly ball, deep to right field. Grand slam. Megan Grant thereby finishing the ball game. Oh my goodness. '22nd Mercy Rule victory of the year for UCLA. That is a brand new Bruin single season record. Did not see that coming tonight or tomorrow for that matter in the least, especially the way things got started. Yes, the Bruins had the 8-run second. Thought there may have been a chance at that point. But then the Buckeyes fought back, Charlize, with 3 in the 3rd, got another 1 in the 5th. You're not thinking anywhere near run rule. You think you're going 7 tonight, or at least 6.5. And Megan Grant, a 3-run home run and a grand slam. We had 6 total home runs tonight, and UCLA wins it 14-6 for the 22nd school record Mercy Rule victory of the year.
And big mistake going after Megan Grant, who has already proven to you that she can hit a home run, and they just drew it up for her to be able to walk it off and create a record for the UCLA Bruins. That's insane.
14 runs on 14 hits for UCLA, 6 runs on 7 hits and an error for Ohio State. The Bruins have won 17 of 18. Got a grand slam by Megan Grant to win it early for the 3rd time this week and a school record 22nd time this year. Also a grand slam by Caitlin Terry earlier, her first career home run and the winning pitcher. We'll talk to you tomorrow, everybody, at 4 o'clock. For everybody at Big Ten Plus and Charlize Palacios, I'm Darren Preston. Talk to you tomorrow. Game 1 of the 9th-ranked Bruins, 14-6 over number 21 Ohio State.